Elvis Presley's final 24 hours were terrifying. There's many reasons that made these 24 hours so haunting, but one of the biggest was Elvis's scary phone calls.
I might not make it tonight. Don't try, stop anything that happens, you son of a bitch. And, if you tell Priscilla anything, I'll get you myself.
We'll touch more on those phone calls later, and they get even worse towards the end of his day. But for now, we will begin Elvis's final 24 hours. The Memphis Mafia, the King's family, and Ginger Alden, his fiancée, were all present at Graceland with the King most days. He played the piano, engaged in a game of racquetball, and was preparing to jet back out on tour. Tragically, he spent his final 4 hours on Earth completely alone. Today, this video will reveal Elvis's final hours leading up to his sad ending. On August 16th, 1977, while Ginger slept in the next room over, Elvis passed away in the bathroom. He didn't die alone in the middle of the night. He passed around 1:30 p.m. The King was renowned for being nocturnal, staying up late performing music and sleeping most of the day. Therefore, Graceland was always staffed to support his way of life. Members of the Memphis Mafia and family would also show up at the house at any time. The star's father, Vernon Presley, his new wife, Dee Stanley, and eldest stepbrothers shared a home next door. Our in-depth analysis of Elvis's final 24 hours reveals a regular day in his life that had an unanticipated tragic ending. At 4 p.m. on August 15th, 1977, Elvis awoke at his Graceland residence. He spent the day with Ginger and his daughter Lisa Marie. Although she frequently remained the night, his fiancée had declined his invitation to move in with them. "He had asked me to move into Graceland, but I never did," Ginger later recalled. He said, "I respect you for that. I just didn't at the time. It wasn't my way." At 10:30 p.m. on August 15th, 1977, Elvis and Ginger visited his dentist, Lester Hoffman, to discuss ongoing tooth trouble. Elvis's personal dentist, physician, and nurse practitioner were always on call, regularly dispensing painkillers, sleeping aids, and other pharmaceutical medication. At 2:30 a.m. on August 16th, 1977, Elvis and Ginger returned home to Graceland. The celebrity waved to fans as he drove back through the gates, and one of them took the final photo ever taken of him. Elvis wore a bright blue shirt underneath a black jacket, and despite it being nighttime, he sported a pair of big black sunglasses. At 2:15 a.m. on August 16th, 1977, the King requested painkillers by calling Dr. Nishipoulos, his personal doctor. After receiving a prescription for 6 Dilaudid tablets, he asked his stepbrother Ricky Stanley to pick them up from Baptist Memorial Hospital's 24-hour pharmacy. Ricky came back, and Elvis took the painkillers. Around 4 a.m. on Tuesday, August 16th, 1977, Elvis called his cousin Billy and wife Jo and invited them to visit his house to play racquetball on the court. Even though it was late, this was not unusual. Everyone around Elvis was either being paid by him or benefiting from his generosity. Unfortunately, rain started pouring, and Elvis's cousins did not want to play out in the rain, so Elvis told them, "No worries, I'll take care of it," as he would raise his hands up in the sky and say, "Rain be gone." The rain would stop instantly as all of them stood there in shock. After a brief game, around 4:30 a.m., they moved to a piano behind the court, where Elvis played 2 gospel songs before beginning the ballad, "Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain." At 5 a.m. on Tuesday, August 16th, 1977, Ginger and Elvis went to his bedroom, where he took a prescription medication regimen prepared by Dr. Nick, his personal doctor. The doctor would frequently leave these medication concoctions with Tish Henley, Elvis's nurse. They were meant to aid the star in falling asleep. Unfortunately, this doctor was actually very sick of Elvis and against him, leaving some fans wondering if this is why Elvis died. At 7 a.m. on Tuesday, August 16th, 1977, Elvis took a second full packet of pills since he was still unable to fall asleep. Ricky, who was on duty that day from noon to 3, handed them to him. Elvis wanted to get some rest because he had a show in Portland, Maine, scheduled for the next day at 7 p.m., after which his current U.S. tour would continue. At 8 a.m. on Tuesday, August 16th, 1977, Elvis called Ricky to bring more medication because he needed to sleep, but Ricky was nowhere to be found. Elvis contacted his Aunt Delta Mae Biggs in a rage and requested that she call Dr. Nick. Although she was at the office, Nurse Henley was hesitant to give out any more tablets. Finally, she gave Delta Mae a third, smaller packet of pills, which contained 2 Valmids and insomnia medication. Lisa Marie, Elvis's 9-year-old daughter, was in the bedroom next door at the time. On August 16, 1977, around 9:30 a.m., Elvis informed Ginger he was going to the bathroom after taking the 3 different packages of medications, plus the preceding painkillers. He was wearing gold pajamas and carrying the book Scientific Search for the Face of Jesus by Frank Adams with him. The celebrity was infamous for having severe constipation and would frequently spend hours in the restroom. Ginger later admitted that she had warned him not to do so, and Elvis's final words were, "I won't." Around 2 p.m. on Tuesday, August 16, 1977, Ginger noticed Elvis wasn't there when she woke up in bed. Though a little weird, it was nothing to be alarmed about. She dressed and put on her makeup before making a call to her mother for a conversation. The moment she found Elvis lying on the floor in his bathroom after finally going in search of him, she realized something was seriously wrong. Elvis didn't budge. On the toilet, it was evident that he had fallen and experienced some sort of attack. Ginger initially believed Elvis had fallen, hurt his head, and collapsed. Al Strada, who was in charge of the house's afternoon shift, responded to her call. Ginger took Lisa Marie, Elvis's daughter, away after she arrived to check what all the hoopla was about. An ambulance was called, and Vernon Presley, who resided next door to Graceland, was contacted and dispatched to the scene. On August 16, 1977, at 2:33 p.m., emergency services showed up. The paramedic staff initially believed it to be another typical Graceland incident involving an overexcited fan fainting. According to a statement at the time, an ambulance from the Memphis Fire Department's engine house 29 at 2147 Elvis Presley Boulevard responded to the call at 2:33 p.m. and transported Presley to Baptist Hospital's emergency room by 2:56 p.m., which is 7 miles from his Whitehaven home. At 3:30 p.m. on Tuesday, August 16, 1977, Elvis was officially declared dead, and the news reached the world's media around 4 p.m.
Elvis Presley died today. He was 42. Apparently it was a heart attack. He was found at his home in Memphis, not breathing.
Presley's death is one of the saddest moments in rock and roll history.
I just can't believe he's dead. It's terrible. But I just thank God that Elvis died here at Graceland.
Whether you're black or white, whether you're country, redneck or freak, young or old, from Moscow, London or Memphis, Elvis Presley will still be the king of rock and roll.
We all miss him so much. Some people believe he is still alive. We're taking this moment to share our condolences to all his friends and family. His legacy will always live on. He has truly made this world a better place. Were you a fan of Elvis Presley? If so, what's your favorite song or favorite moment? Thanks for watching.
To blow off some steam. 1, 2, 3, 4!